Worked at a Chevrolet dealership and was fired on February 20th, 2023.
How may I help you?
No, how may I help you? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Figure what out?
This.
About 10 minutes before I called you guys. And she's refusing to leave.
Okay. Are you her direct supervisor?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
We've all made mistakes at work, like forgetting to carry one while doing math or accidentally giving someone the wrong amount of sugar in their coffee. It happens to everyone, but at least we haven't been arrested for our blunders. So let's hear about some people who weren't so lucky. Some were caught stealing, others showed up to work drunk, whether it was at a Chevy dealership or a school. However, none of these stories compare to that of a 21-year-old who spat in a police officer's food. Stick around as we explore 4 cases of people getting arrested for doing dumb things at their jobs. Nylan Tiara, a 21-year-old from a Chevrolet dealership, was fired on February 20th, 2023. Intoxicated, she refused to leave the office.
Worked at a Chevrolet dealership and was fired on February 20th, 2023, but she refused to leave the office. Now, Naylene was intoxicated, and she got caught by her boss.
The boss called the police, and when Officer Kyrie arrived, Nylan resisted, sparking a conversation between the officer and her boss with weird behavior.
About 10 minutes before I called you guys. And she's refusing to leave.
Okay. Are you her direct supervisor?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
Once the officer is inside the office, it's evident that Nylan doesn't want to leave her job. She briefly glances at him, then turns back to her work. The officer greets her and asks her name, but she remains unconcerned.
The officer's inside the office and speaking with her. You can clearly see that she does not want to leave her job. She only looks at him for a few seconds and turns back to continue her work.
Hi.
You doing okay?
Yeah. Hi. What's your name?
The officer persisted with questioning despite Nylan's nonchalant attitude. However, her indifferent demeanor was about to change rapidly.
How may I help you?
No, how may I help you? What's going on?
Nothing. I'm just trying to figure this out.
Figure what out?
This.
What's your name is?
Nailina Tierra?
Melina?
Nailin.
Naylene?
Yeah.
Do you have any idea why I'm here?
Nylan expresses confusion about the officer's presence, claiming she has no idea why he's there. However, the officer remains undeterred and presses on, prompting Nylan to dismissively state that it's your problem. Despite her lack of cooperation, the officer persists.
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
Well, I know what I'm here for. That might be your problem, actually. That might be a business of yours.
Now at this point, Nylan continues to ignore and curse at the officer for no reason.
Seen ignoring the officer and even cursing him.
Would you like to know what I'm here for?
That's your problem.
However, the officer,
unfazed, turns to the owner for information. Nylan interjects, asserting herself as the owner and providing details about her role in the business department and law school, bragging.
Okay, what's her title here?
She's a BDC. She works in the business
Yeah, I'm
development
also
center.
in law school if you want to take down my lawyer's information.
Officer Cafroni quickly responds and says,
Nylan says she's going to call her attorney and asks to see the officer's ID. Despite her claim of being in law school, the officer questions her ability to work while intoxicated.
legal work a year ago.
Oh yeah, I'm 21 and I did paralegal like a year ago. Okay, so what's your first and last name?
Now, I'm not calling her a liar.
Nylan then brags about doing paralegal work a year ago, trying to be a smart drunk or something. At a later point, Officer Barnett arrives and tries to convince Nylan to leave the premises. When Nylan starts speaking in Spanish, Officer Barnett mentions that his partner doesn't understand Spanish. Nylan responds stating that she'll have to resort to physical means to communicate.
I believe they asked you to leave, and you're not leaving.
I am.
Okay, when is your ride coming here?
Oh, cuando mi mamá me dice que va a venir.
My partner doesn't speak Spanish, okay?
Your partner doesn't speak Spanish,
No.
correct? So that means I had to physically...
Now, the two officers
The officers inform Nylan that she must leave, but she insists on calling her mom.
Please,
Did you guys officially ask her to leave the property?
Yes, we did. And then her mom was on the phone after I
Yeah,
told
my
her.
mom said that she was on the way.
Her mom said she's not coming to pick her
Let her
up.
ask her to leave
No,
the property.
let me put my mom on speaker.
You need to leave the dealership now.
She calls her mom, hoping for a ride, but the call doesn't go well.
Lo que dolía, lo que no es. Mommy, this is my mom. Hi, Mom. So tengo la policía aquí diciendo que yo necesito irme de los premises, que yo necesito alguien que me recoja, porque hay una gringa aquí fea, tú sabes, ya de pingada,
You don't want to do
like
status
vieja
nine?
aquí.
You don't want to do status 9? It's a good
So necesito un Uber o voy a tener la policía.
Well, you can probably already guess what she got.
The officers, fed up, decide to escort her out. Nylan resists, claiming innocence, but the officers arrest her for disturbing the peace, trespassing, and resisting without violence.
When they entered the doors,
Alright, we're gonna go outside. What's her name?
No, eso es lo que va a pasar ahora mismo.
What is it? What's your first name?
Entonces.
Okay, I've had enough. We're going. We're going outside.
Are
We're going
you
outside.
touching me?
Let's go outside. We've asked you to leave. Let's go.
Grab your purse.
We're going outside. Let's go.
Are you touching me?
Yes. Everyone's asked you to leave. Let's go. Let's go. Time to go outside.
I will pick myself up, but don't touch me.
Okay, let's go outside.
Okay,
We've
let me
asked you
grab
to
my
leave.
purse. Let me grab my purse, but do not touch me. Okay.
Outside.
But my lip gloss,
Bro.
like, bro, what the is wrong with you?
We've
guys?
asked you to leave. It's
don't
time to
give a
go. That's okay. All right.
Check
all
out
right,
my mouth.
All right. Put your hands behind your back. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Bro, stop! Stop!
Put your hands behind your
Mommy!
back.
No, I'm fine.
I have a resistance.
No, this isn't resisting.
This is resisting.
This is not
Stop
resisting.
resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm literally
Do it, do
innocent. I'm innocent.
This could have been super simple, and you could have just left.
Despite her threats of suing, Nylan is finally removed from the building with the last outburst.
out of the building.
Hey, miss, do me a favor. Do a sweep on that desk. Make sure nothing else that belongs to her is there.
You know what? You know what, you guys, this whole
Just
whole
one second
company's
now.
gonna be sued.
An elementary school teacher in Oklahoma who was intoxicated at work. The principal, noticing her unusual behavior, called an officer, Dean, to assess the situation.
I want to visit.
All right.
So, just observing you in classroom, it looks like something's off a little bit. And so I've asked Officer Dean to come in here and visit with it. Have you taken anything that's, do you have a prescription for anything that maybe you have taken today that just seems like you're not the same person that I talked to this morning?
Now, the situation was handled perfectly.
Officer Dean questions Kimberly about any medications she may have taken. Kimberly initially denies being under the influence, but later admits to taking anxiety medication. The principal suggests a breathalyzer test, to which Kimberly reluctantly agrees.
Do it, that helps us.
Have you taken any sort of medication today?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you taken any medication today?
I did take some medication this morning for my anxiety.
What did you take this morning?
I think it's called clozapine.
Kimberly attempts to downplay her actions, claiming she drank the night before, but the officer expresses concern about her recent drinking.
Not while I was at school.
When did you drink something?
Last night.
Not here at school? Because it seemed that it changed. I mean, your demeanor kind of changed. Anything here at school?
I wouldn't bring it into this.
A breathalyzer test reveals that Kimberly has a blood alcohol content BAC of 0.024, twice the legal limit.
Or not going to?
Okay, so what's going to happen? If
I'm not going to do anything with you.
Well, I'm asking Mrs. Bowles.
Well, I'm just going to be honest, Kimberly. I'm concerned about you. I have a responsibility to take care of the kids.
Right.
And it's not going to be my decision.
It's my decision. So let's see what happens.
All right.
All right, so you're gonna blow into it like you're blowing up a balloon, okay? And you're gonna keep blowing until I tell you to stop. Until I tell you to stay. Until I tell you to stop, okay?
All right.
All right, give it a second.
I don't know how to do this.
You're just gonna blow into it like you're blowing up a balloon as soon as I tell you to. All right, ready? Take a big deep breath. Blow, 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 blow. All right, stop. Good job. You gonna tell me the truth? How much you had to drink?
I drank last night.
There's no way you drank last night.
Well, I did drink last night.
Did you drink at school? Is what he's asking. Tell us the truth.
I didn't drink at school.
That wouldn't blow that right there.
You blew 2 times the legal limit.
I did.
Officer Dean performs a field sobriety test, examining Kimberly's eyes for signs of intoxication. Kimberly continues to provide inconsistent information about her drinking habits. Then, the principal suggests calling someone to pick her up, but Kimberly refuses to call her husband. The officer warns her that he may have to take her to jail for public intoxication. Kimberly changes her story again, admitting to drinking on her way to work that morning.
Can I check your eyes?
Do what?
Can I check your eyes?
Yeah.
Can I stand up? I'm not going to go through the entire test, but stand with your feet by your side, hands down to your feet, side to side, heel to heel. There you go. All right. Follow the tip of my pen. Your eyes only. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
You drank recently. Yeah, she's intoxicated.
The officer confronts her about attempting to wipe out the cup, and Kimberly confesses to trying to conceal evidence. Despite Kimberly's pleas and promises to call someone for a ride, the officer decides to proceed with the arrest.
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Now let's call somebody and have them pick you up.
No, I can't call my husband.
Do you have anyone else you can call?
You have a friend that can come pick you up?
I don't know.
Would you rather call your husband to come pick you up, or would you rather call your husband to come get you from jail?
Well, actually, neither.
Well, Kim, is it okay if we call you Kim?
The principal finds a cup with wine residue on Kimberly's desk, confirming her recent drinking at school.
So you drank wine here on the way to the school this morning?
Yeah, before I left home, I didn't drink it in the car or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna go to your room. Where is your phone?
Can I go down there with
No.
you? I don't even.
You don't know where it's at?
I think it's in my purse, but
Your purse is where?
Can I please? Can I?
No, there's kids in the hall, and there's teachers all standing here. They don't even know you're in here.
It might be on the desk. It's on the desk.
The officer asked Kimberly a few other questions and asked
The officer wanted to arrest her because she lied. To make things right, she asked what she could do. And he said to be honest. She admitted drinking from a cup the day before, but insisted she didn't drink that day. The officer doubted her honesty, especially about drinking on the way to work.
the principal returns to the room.
Okay, no more games, right?
Yeah.
What is in that?
My juice.
Gonna try again? That there is wine.
I thought that was from yesterday.
Were you drinking up here yesterday?
Well, I brought it from home. I was in there to that this morning. Did you get my phone?
This in here. I'm whatever you want.
Well, I mean,
Is my phone in here?
I didn't go through your bag. That's your
You
you said
can.
first. I know, but my thing is,
yeah,
that's all I need.
Yeah.
Kimberly continues to beg the officer not to arrest her, but he remains firm. The officer calls for a transport vehicle, and Kimberly's repeated lies contribute to the decision to take her into custody.
I just wanted honesty. That's all I wanted.
I drank out of that yesterday. I didn't drink out of it today.
I don't believe you.
I drank out of that coming to work yesterday.
Well, where's the cup that you drank out of today? Is it in your classroom too?
I don't think so. Honestly, I thought I was doing a good job today. I don't know.
The officer.
Despite Kimberly's continued pleas, the officer refuses to let her call someone.
Please, 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 please. I'll call somebody. I have somebody right here in town that will come get me.
Too late.
Please.
What's your date of birth, Kimberly?
Please, 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 just let me. Can we?
Hey, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You had your chance to be honest.
Well,
and
I did.
And then you wipe this out.
But please let me. Please let me call.
I should charge you with tampering with evidence.
Please let me.
No,
let me call.
no, it is over. No more. No more. I'm done.
Officer, please.
No.
I've never done anything bad in my whole life.
What is your date of birth?
5/7/1970. Please let me call somebody.
Backup is called in, and Kimberly is placed under arrest and escorted out of the school, with Kimberly being taken away in a police car. When the police arrived at the hardware store in Little Rock, Arkansas, the manager informed them about previous incidents involving theft.
Please. Please.
20428.
No. Please.
20428.
Please.
You're under arrest. There's no getting out of it.
No, let me call. You said I could call somebody. I'll call somebody to come get me. Please.
It's too late.
Why is it too late all of a sudden?
Because you've lied. Done nothing but lie.
He mentioned that a cashier, along with a male accomplice, removed security tags and didn't ring up items totaling over $1,000.
Please don't let go out in front of everybody. Please.
I'm trying not to.
Can we just go in there for just a second, please? I'm sorry.
Stop pulling away from me.
After a lot of back and forth and a lot of begging and lying, Kimberly was not given another chance and was escorted out of the building by the officers. She was escorted past the classes with little children in them. She didn't care when she came in the school drunk, so she shouldn't care either if the kids see their teacher escorted out of the building in cuffs. Luckily for her, the cops were quite nice and took her around the back where there weren't any children. She was placed in the cop car and taken to Payne County Jail, but she's since been released and been to court. Sadly, we don't know what her sentence was or if she had to pay a fine, but she could have been given a fine of up to $100.
The two drove home together after the thefts, unaware they were caught on camera. Later, when the officer spoke with the cashier, Kaylee Lewis, who was informed that due to the stolen amount being under a certain threshold, she would be banned from the store. In Arkansas, theft under $1,000 is typically considered a misdemeanor. Kaylee Lewis is arrested for suspected theft. The police officer instructs her to put her hands behind her back, emphasizing that questions will be addressed by Detective Hudson after reading her Miranda rights.
She knew she was caught on camera.
Okay, sorry. 6:30 is when he, on Friday, is when he went up and she took the things off, the high dollar stuff, and rang up the low dollar stuff. Saturday.
Okay.
Now, on Saturday, he came in the store at 7:30, refunded the small items, and then got the stuff to come up here, and then he walked out with the at 7:45.
Now, while the officers made their way to the cashier,
during the escort, Kaylee is informed of the theft charges and is reassured that the detective will explain the next steps. She goes to court and is served with a Class D felony, but the details of her sentencing are unknown. Next up, we have Tanya Hargrove, a 21-year-old former McDonald's employee who faced legal trouble. After being caught on surveillance tape spitting on a hamburger she served to a Bakersfield police officer.
Questions or anything of that nature, because that would infringe on your rights. I'm not going to do that, okay? So if you have anything to say, you need to wait and save it for Detective Hudson after he reads you your Miranda rights, okay? But for right now, I'm telling you, you're under arrest for theft of property, okay? What happened on Friday and Saturday, okay? All right. Walk with Officer Aguilera. We're gonna have to. Is that personal property right there?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Is that your only personal property?
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing else?
Is that it too?
Second, is there any way
I'm gonna be staying in jail.
Right now, you're gonna go talk to a detective, and that's gonna determine what's gonna happen.
Do you think I'm gonna go to jail?
You're going to talk to a detective. That's gonna determine what's the next process.
What does that mean?
What's that?
After she spoke to the detective.
Previously, Hargrove accused the police of brutality when she was 19, but the court ruled in favor of the officers. The recent incident led to her arrest and termination from her job. The police described the act as intentional, emphasizing the clarity of the footage. Hargrove's past involvement in a lawsuit against the Bakersfield police for alleged assault became less vocal after she lost the case. In the spitting incident, her co-worker witnessed her rubbing a hamburger on the floor before spitting on it. Once the manager saw the footage, the police were informed, resulting in Hargrove's arrest. The video of Hargrove accusing the police of mistreatment at 19 went viral, though the court sided with the officers, stating there was no excessive force or violation of civil rights. The recent incident raises questions about appropriate consequences, with the video prompting a discussion on whether firing Hargrove is sufficient or if legal action should be taken. The situation also sparks a broader conversation about employees' behavior at work, especially those involved in serving food. Well, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. And let us know which one you think is the dumbest person who gets arrested at their job.